Hi friends, it's Cricket, and along with you, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make magnetic slime. Okay, so in your bag, you have a white cup, that's your mixing cup. You need to go get a spoon. You're gonna need like a metal, regular, regular size spoon, or maybe like a thick plastic spoon, something, because you're gonna have to really stir your magnetic slime. In your bag, you also have a thing of white glue. It's 1/4 cup of glue. And then you have another container. This is liquid starch. It's kind of like it's really runny, so you can tell the difference from the glue. And then you also have a little bag of this black powder. And this is the secret to magnetic slime. This is iron ore shavings. It's actual metal shavings. It's been shaved so fine, it's like a black powder. So this is your magic ingredient. The trick to magnetic slime is it takes a lot of mixing, so you're going to have to be patient. It's not like regular slime. For all our friends in Thrive who've made slime and it takes just a few minutes, magnetic slime, you're going to have to do a lot of stirring and a lot of mixing. So I already took the glue. You're going to put the glue in your cup first, then you're going to put the iron ore powder in. So only the glue and the iron ore powder, and you're going to start mixing it up. So for time wise, I had it already in the cup because it's a lot of mixing. So when you are mixing your iron ore powder into your glue, you're going to scrape all the powder off the side, and make sure you're scraping the powder off the bottom of your cup. And I kind of rotate the cup and angle it around, and you're trying to get all the white mixed in with the iron ore powder. And you don't want any loose powder on the sides of your cup, because you want to use all your powder. It's awesome stuff. Okay, so you're mixing. Really try to get, you need to make sure there's no black powder on the side. I mean, it's going to look black on the side of your cup, but you don't want to see like where you can actually tell it's powder. And you don't want to see any white. You should not see any white streaks in your mixture. So you're really mixing a lot. So I warned you, it's a lot of mixing. And this is only the glue and the iron ore powder. All right, mixing. Okay, mine looks really good. And I scraped it all off the sides. I scraped it off the bottom. Scrape off my spoon. So I have a solid, thick, black mixture. And it looks kind of like a black tarry kind of stuff. Looks like black tar. All right. So now you're going to take your, make sure I get the right one, liquid starch. Now the trick with the liquid starch is you do not dump it all in at one time. I've already made that mistake, and I've learned from my mistakes. You add just a little bit at a time, like maybe 1/4 of this mixture, just a small amount. Like that's enough, just a little amount, because the liquid starch is really hard to mix. It's really hard to get it to mix in. So it's a lot of mixing. You really have to be patient with the magnetic slime. It takes several minutes of mixing. So, and the liquid starch is really hard to get it to mix in, but I've learned from my experience that using liquid starch makes a much better magnetic slime than the saline solution that you normally mix when you make regular slime. So mixing, and then you make sure you don't see any liquid starch, and then you're going to add just a little bit more. And you're going to keep stirring so you don't see any of the liquid starch. You're going to stir it all the way up. And you're going to keep doing that again, just a little bit at a time, and you're going to have to keep mixing. It's going to take several minutes. Sometimes it could take like up to 8 minutes to keep stirring and mixing. You're going to know you're ready to take your magnetic slime out to mix it when inside your cup you see kind of like a ball. When it starts to ball up, and it starts to be kind of solid inside, and you really are having a hard time stirring that little ball inside your cup, then you know you're ready to take it out. If you take your magnetic slime out too early to play with it, it's going to be super stringy It's going to be gooey. It's going to get all over your hands. It's going to be like just a mess. If that happens and it's too stringy, it's like so sticky and it's like all of your hands, you're just going to have to keep mixing it. Just keep mixing it with your hands and keep mixing it with your hands. So eventually it will start to solidify, make a ball. So that's why you want to make sure before you take it out of your cup that it's already started to form a ball. And also, if you take your magnetic slime out a little too early and to play with it, your hands might start to turn black. If it does, it washes right off. It doesn't stain your hands. After like maybe 6 washes, it'll wash right off. So it doesn't stain. So mine is almost done, but I'm just going to say I continue to add. I added all my liquid starch. I formed it into a little ball. And when it comes out, it's going to finally look like this. So this is what your magnetic slime is going to look like when you finally get it down. So it's all about the mixing. Remember, if you take it out early and it's just like this gooey mess, just keep mixing it. If you have any liquid starch left in your bowl, try to roll your magnetic slime in the bowl. Get the liquid starch all over it. It'll make it solidify. You just have to keep mixing. You just have to keep mixing. Lot of mixing. All right. But let's say you're done. You have your glob of magnetic slime. In your cup, you had a little silver bar wrapped up in your brown paper towel. And this is a neodymium magnet. And magnetic slime does not work with a regular magnet. You have to have a super powerful magnet called neodymium magnet. And it'll do crazy stuff like, I don't know if you can see it, the magnetic slime, it's starting to like grow up. But you can make your slime like, you can pull it, you can do this. It's really, really fun. It's so much fun. But there is one bummer about magnetic slime. It doesn't last very long because it does have metal shavings in it. The iron ore oxide does have metal in it. It does start to rust. So it's only temporary. You only have it for maybe like 4 or 5 days. And you're going to keep it inside a bag when you're not playing with it. It will dry out. And so once you start to see orange in your magnetic slime, unfortunately, you have to throw it away because it's rust and it's toxic and you can't keep playing with it. But you still have your neodymium magnet and you can still get more iron ore powder and you can make it again. So that's it. That's magnetic slime. It's super fun. Watch what happens when I drop the magnet in there. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's gone. The magnetic slime ate the magnet. It's so much fun to play with. All right, you guys. I miss everybody at Thrive. I can't wait to get to see everybody again. This was fun. I hope you liked your magnetic slime. Super fun to play with. And I hope everybody has an awesome day. Bye.